Point we will be hearing a testimony from Carol McLeod.
I was raised in a Christian home, and my mother had led me to the Lord when I was age 5. When I was 16, I worked at a Christian camp called Camp Freehold in the Catskills as a helper and a cook in the kitchen. In one of the evening meetings, a speaker asked, "Are you living for the Lord? Have you given him complete control of your life?" That night, I laid in bed looking at the stars and told the Lord, "Take my life and use me however you want." When I was 17, I helped in the 4- and 5-year-olds in Sunday school at Grace and Nanuet. Eventually, I did teach the 4- and 5-year-olds. Then Dave Hansen asked me if I would like to direct the junior choir. Having no musical education, I said yes, as long as he would help me. We did 2 musicals a year, which I directed and worked with the kids on the acting parts. The Lord helped me with the musicals, and I really enjoyed working with the kids for at least over 25 years. I also worked with the Alpha Teens, the junior high youth group, with the help from the youth minister. And there the Lord really did help me, because I remember once when we didn't have a youth minister and we were planning on a winter retreat. Well, they had arranged for a student from Nyack College to come and teach the Bible study. Well, at the last minute, he backed out, and I really relied on the Lord to help me to get the Bible study ready and also to plan the whole retreat. With God on my side, I know I can do anything.
Amen.
In September of 2005, things really changed in my life. Both my parents had died in a car accident. My mother was driving, and she either had a stroke or a heart attack, and had head-on collision with another car. We had a lawsuit against us. Then in January of 2007, I had cancer and surgery and radiation treatments. I was working, still teaching Sunday school, directing the junior choir and Alpha Teens, and dealing with the lawsuit and the radiation treatments. I gave everything to the Lord. Thinking things were going all right, then things fell apart. Was going to lose the house in the lawsuit, and I told the lawyer I had cancer and going through radiation. I would stop the radiation and just die, because I couldn't take it anymore. He told me to send the report showing I had cancer. Also, my health insurance was not going to pay for the radiation treatments. I filled out all the forms they had and sent them with the doctor's signature, trusting in the Lord to handle everything. Well, thank the Lord for the cancer. I did not lose the house, but I had to get a mortgage and pay them half of what the house was worth. And the lawsuit was settled. And at the same time, the health insurance was sending me more forms to fill out. My doctor asked me if anything was wrong. I had no idea how he knew anything. I told him all about the lawsuit, and he told me, forget about the health insurance, that I needed to get well. If any bills came, I was to bring them to him. Well, no bills ever did come for the radiation treatments.
Amen.
I know both of these ordeals were taken care of by the Lord. My faith really grew and trusted in the Lord. If I didn't know the Lord, I'm sure I would have committed suicide. Then, January of 2012, 5 years later, I found out I have lung cancer. My doctor wanted me to go for a heart scoring test, and the insurance would not pay for it, and there was a special deal for $125. I kept saying, I can't afford this, but the Lord behind me kept saying, have it done, have it done. And I did go and have the test. Well, thank the Lord that I did, because that's when I found out I had nodules on the left and right lungs. I had a biopsy done, and it was a stage 4 cancer is what I have. Being treated by medication, and the cancer is growing slow. I do have CAT scans every 3 months, because the type of cancer I have can spread to any part in my body. The doctor is really keeping an eye on my liver. And the doctor is really amazed at how slow the cancer is growing. I'm not, for I know God is in control of it all.
Amen.
The selling of the house and moving to Calvary Fellowship Homes in Pennsylvania has all been given to the Lord. The house was sold in about a month's time. And my 2 brothers, my nephew Charlie, and Liz Hansen are going to help me to move my stuff to Pennsylvania on May 28th. And the closing is around June 1st. So I'm just praying that everything goes fine with all of that. I have learned to turn everything over to the Lord and trust Him to run my life. And I just want to thank you for letting me be part of the choir here and for also the fellowship. And I want to leave you with a verse, Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed.
Amen. Whew. Thank you, Carol. Amen.